Sorry, an app added bullshit. So we're gonna start this again, I guess. Anyway, the second part of the story. So let me tell you, yes, I'm wearing gloves. So I got these through a really good deal. There was a leather company that was closing apparently. I got these through a really good deal, and decided that I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna wear them right now just to kind of keep myself away from the corona. And so I'm disinfecting it, and when I get back in the truck, I disinfect the gloves. Hear that? Like stickiness? Yeah, that's the disinfectant that I'm using. I'm using this. Where'd it go? This Windex disinfectant, because this is what I could find. So actually, when I get home this week, I'm going to be making my own disinfectant with Everclear, hopefully. Everclear and some sort of gel. I don't know if I can use hair gel or not. I'm gonna try, but anyway. Because apparently aloe vera gel right now is just like gone. Like nobody knows where it is. So anyway, second part of the story. Anyway, we leave, we go, we fill up, and we start south. We go out on I-84, and we're going down I-84, and we get to, and I-84 dips into Utah. And then we get to the Utah, it hits I-15, right? So we get on I-15, and we come up to the very first way station. I think it was the way station on I-15. But we come up to the way station, and you get on the way, and the way station and everything, and it's open. It says all trucks must stop. And I knew that there are states out there that require rental trucks and RVs and buses and trailers with cars have to stop at these way stations. Well, I didn't know if Utah was one of those. So I whip into the way station real quick, and we get up on the scale, and I follow the instructions or whatever, stop on scale, blah, blah, blah. So I stop on the scale like I would any truck. Now, I've never driven a big truck before in my life. This is the first time I knew about the scales, but I didn't have my CDL at this point. So I'd never been through a scale as a truck would. So I'm just following the instructions because they're fairly simple at that point. So we get on the scale, and we get stopped. And the light stays red. And I've been watching all the other trucks, and the light, they go red, go green, they'd go. Go red, they go green, they go. Go red, somebody get told to bring their paperwork in, they could pull over. And I know from what I've heard, what I've read already, that if you get told to bring your paperwork in, that's not good. So we get on the scale, and we get stopped, and we're just sitting there. And some lady comes out, and she gets on she goes in between the truck and the trailer. The back of the U-Haul and the front of the flatbed trailer we're towing the van on, the minivan. So she gets between it, and she's back there, and I'm looking in the mirrors, like checking, like what's going on, like where'd she go, So, she runs back, and there's a light that pops up. Pull over, bring your paperwork. And I'm just like, oh man, this is not going well. Like we've only made it like 150 miles, 200 miles at most at this point, and already we're in trouble with the DOT. It's like this is not good, And so I pull over, and my uncle's like, "What paperwork?" And I'm just like, "I guess our rental paperwork." So I grab the rental paperwork. And he's like, "Are you sure about that?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like we don't. He's like, shouldn't it be a bill of lading or something like that?" And I'm like, "We don't have a bill of lading. Like we rented the truck ourselves. We loaded ourselves." So I go bipping out. I'm heading for the door, and the lady comes running out of the door. And she comes running over, and I said, "Well, here's our paperwork." She goes, "I don't need to see that." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And she goes, she said, "The reason I pulled you over, or pulled you in, was because you're dragging your chains between the truck and the trailer." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She goes, "You need to fix that before you get too far down the road. I don't want you guys to have a problem with it going down the road." I'm like, "Okay." So I go back and tell my uncle what's going on. He goes, "All right." So we go, and we twist the chains up and everything. We put them on put them in the hook, because they were dragging. We put them in the hook or whatever, and we go on. This is like the first time I've ever towed a trailer in my life, is doing this with the U-Haul truck. So we go on down the road, and we breeze through Salt Lake City. And the plan was we were not going to stop. We weren't going to stop and get a hotel room. We were just going to keep rolling and just get home just as quick as we could. But I was dead tired. By the end of the day, we got from Twin Falls, Idaho, after we finished loading up, to about Price, Utah. And we get to Price, Utah, and I'm dead tired, and he's dead tired, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And we had been, like, we started out, so if you guys are truck drivers, or if you're not, you go south on I-15 until you get to US 6, and US 6 goes up and over the mountain. It goes through Helper, it goes through Soldier Summit, it goes through Price, Utah. So we go up over the top of the mountain, and the whole time this truck is just like, it's just dragging ass, honestly. Like, I don't want to cuss, but I'm going to cuss. It's just dragging ass. And, you know, we get to the point where we're just bogged down. We're going up the hill just so slow. Just, oh my God, just creeping up the hill. And this is an automatic truck, so, and it was a gas truck too. I think it had well, that's later in the story. I'll tell you that later in the story. So anyways, just bogged down, like, trying to get up this hill, and everything. And we're going, I remember it being dark, and there was this curve, and you couldn't see anything. And there was this curve, and now I've seen it 100 times, because I go through there on a regular basis. But there was this curve, and kind of wound this way, and then it kind of wound back that direction. The railroad tracks were nearby, and the trains are going by, and everything. And we're starting to run low on fuel, and we get kind of up over this hill, and there's this gas station right there. And I gotta pee. I mean, bad. I mean, we've been stopping so I can go pee, but I gotta pee now like a freaking racehorse. And I'm one of those people, I don't like peeing out in public. It bothers me. Like, I just don't like doing it. I gotta have a bathroom. So we get to this gas station's closed and everything, and I'm like, well, hopefully they've got a place around back or something like that. So my uncle, we're using my grandmother's credit card to pay for everything, because my grandmother's paying for all of this to happen. You know, gasoline in the truck and whatever else we need while we're out on the road. And we've packed, like, she made us, like, salad stuff. Like, we had egg salad, we had tuna salad, we had ham salad. We might have had, I think those were the 3 salads that we had, and bread, and, like, chips or whatever along the way. So if we stopped to eat, that was what we were eating. And so we get to the gas station, and we pull in, and he's like, he'll only put $50 in at a time, because anything above $50, because he's in retail, he knows anything above $50 can actually get you in trouble with the law. So while he's doing that, like, I go around the back to try to find a door that's open. And I'm like pulling on doors, trying to figure out which door's open, pulling this door, pulling that door. Finally, I pull on the door. When I open the door, it's looking straight in to the store itself. Like, I can see the, like, refrigerators and the shelves and all this other stuff. And the bathroom door is, like, right just inside to the right? But I'm such a goody two-shoes at the time, like, I look at this and I go, and the hair on the back of my neck started to stand up. And I'm just going, this is not a good idea. I don't know what's going on. This is not a good idea. So I kind of backed up, and I closed the door or whatever, and I went back to my uncle and said, we need to go. And he goes, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. Like, I just got this really bad feeling like I was being watched, you know? And almost like there was already somebody in the store or something like that. And so I was just like, okay, we need to go. And he goes, is everything okay? I was like, no. I was like, just finish pumping, we'll go on. So he finishes pumping, and we go on down the road to, there happened to be a rest area somewhere down the road a little ways on the right. And it's not there now. I have no idea where it is, but it was there. And we ended up going there, and I got to use the restroom and everything, and then we left, and we went on down, to Price, Utah. And by that point, I was so dead tired, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything. So we get to Price. I pulled in, like, I think a Motel 6 or something like that. I said, we're spending the night. And he goes, no, we should go on. I was like, no, we got to spend the night. I said, how do you feel about driving? He goes, he said, I might be able to drive. I said, no, you're too tired. Like, we're not going to drive tired. There's no way. So we pull into this hotel. We get a hotel room for the night, and we spent the night right there in Price. And I think we only got about 6 hours of sleep before we got up the next day. But it was about 10 minutes. That's done. I am done here loading. They unloaded me while I was talking, basically. So now that I'm done, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to pick up the paperwork. I'm going to get back in the truck, and I'm going to go down to New Holland, Pennsylvania, and drop all the rest of the stuff off. So I'll catch you later tomorrow.